Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie. Now, a very exciting day today on the property. Our pine trees are coming down. Yes. So if you missed the last video, I kind of explained why we're getting these trees taken down, what's going on. In a nutshell, some are on a lean towards the neighbour's house, some lean towards our house, some lean towards the road. We actually had one fall down on the road a while ago. So they were getting super dangerous and chasing people for months, and finally found a contractor who came up pretty quickly to take these trees out. So you would have just seen hopefully in that opening drone clip that the big machine has just arrived on the truck. So I think we're going to get the drone up. It's a little windy, but we'll get the drone up. I'm not allowed to get too close with the camera, unfortunately, but we'll get the drone up and yeah, sit back, let's watch some of these trees coming down. Then once the guys are sort of done for the day, they're going to be here all week, but once they're done for today, we'll go out there and have a look around and have a look at the carnage. But yeah, I'm supposed to be working right now, but let's get the drone up. So Chelsea and I have the best seats in the house, just sitting in the living room. We're not allowed out there. I went out there this morning and he said, can you just make sure you stay in the house? It's going to get my chaps on and my gumboots on and go out there. But I don't know if you just heard that. That sounded like it broke the digger.
It did sound like it.
They're getting in there. They're getting stuck into it. That big machine came down, made a mess of our lawn, unfortunately, which I probably didn't need to mow a couple of days ago in hindsight.
Won't be mowing for a long time now, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's awesome to watch. This is way more entertaining than any movie or TV show, that's for sure. So it looks like they've climbed a bunch of them. It looks like they're just gonna, I don't know, get stuck in and start pushing them down into certain ways, and we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the view. Well, the guys are finished up for the day. So day one, pretty solid effort. I think half the trees came down today. We counted, at one stage this morning while they were still cutting them down, we counted 70 odd trees standing. There might have been 80, 85 trees all up, and half of them are down. I'm pretty impressed. The lawn is still fairly intact through here. There's a different story, but the mess hasn't been terrible. They managed to sort of track this machine down the side. I thought he was just going to hoon down our lawn, wreck our lawn, but he kind of crept down the side, and yeah, I'm impressed. Seemed like very capable operators. They didn't leave the keys though in the machine, which is mildly frustrating. So it's going to be interesting. This has been reshaped a bit, obviously with the machine tracking back and forth over the hill here, but we kind of wanted to reshape that hill anyway, and so I think we're just going to have to end up raking it and kind of recontouring it, and I think it should look pretty good. Tomorrow, I'm excited. All these ones are coming down tomorrow. They're going to come down towards us, and then the gums in the corner. They got a guy climbing up the gums, take some branches off and that sort of thing, but I'm excited to see the gums come down because they're going to thud and shake the house, and it's going to be interesting. So I'll leave you there. We'll catch up in the morning. Day two of the felling action. I got the best seat in the house still. Today they're loading out some logs, so believe it or not, a bunch of these logs are going to go already today. I just had a morning meeting at work. I came back out and there's like another 10-15 trees down, so they're making very short work of it, sort of gradually moving back towards the gums in the corner, which would be pretty amazing to see those come down. So yeah, just been working away in my office, hearing the odd thud. as you know, the big trees come down. If you ever want a good guard dog, don't buy a French Bulldog. He hasn't even noticed that people have shown up. There's been trees hitting the ground making the whole house shake, and he's been sleeping. He's just been sleeping for the last 2 days. Doesn't know there's people walking around, there's a massive digger. I don't know. Well, I completely missed that big gum coming down on camera anyway. I forgot to press record. I went out there with my camera and I was actually realised as it was coming down straight towards me, although I was a safe distance back. But it whistled through the air and then hit the ground, and dust and, you know, pine cones and bits of gum went everywhere. And I hadn't pressed record on the camera, so you'll have to take my word for it. It was pretty awesome. So that leaves one gum tree. Our property actually goes up into a funny sort of wedge here. Our front yard's kind of like a big triangle, and I'll try and get a drone shot here of that kind of where we're working. So the machine's actually going down the berm now next to the road, over the other side of the fence to get a grapple on this one, because this gum tree is right up in the corner, probably only 1.5 meters either side of the gum of space before the boundary and our neighbour's boundary. So last tree, and just like that we are pretty much done here, aside from I've got to try and find the lawn. There was a lawn under here at one stage. So this pile that's left here is for me. We've got some friends coming over as well on the weekend to take some wood, so we're going to chainsaw that up. We're going to put it in our woodshed. All those beautiful big gum branches, bunch of tops and stuff here as well. Look at all the logs as well. There's an insane amount of logs there that are going out over the next couple of days, and then obviously we've got to rebuild the fence, so it's going to be a bunch of work. I'm really excited for this area. It's quite huge in here. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it really feels massive in here now, and we've got some cool plans which we'll share with you on the next video. Sorry, it got a little windy. So yeah, the first job I guess now will be Operation Find the Lawn. Does the lawn still exist under all this wood here, which we're going to start chopping up for firewood? And then Operation Put the Fence Back Together, because the dog keeps escaping from our temporary fencing. So we've got to wait till all these logs go out on Monday, and then we'll put the fence back together. And then we're going to just rip into some projects in there. I'm pretty excited to get this cleaned up. I know it looks like a heap of work, but we've got so many plans for this top area. And yeah, I guess it starts with tidying up a little bit and then getting into some of those. So, did we make any money? I'll tell you in the next video, because we haven't actually sold the rest of these logs here. When we did our trees down the bottom, we actually made a bit of money. There were some really big pine trees that went to the local mill. I think we made about $7,000 all up down the bottom. Up here, we've definitely lost money. It's hurting the wallet a bit. Because we were right on the road, we had to pay for traffic management and have that guy stop going cars. So we had to have an extra crew. That machine, trucking that machine around, I think it cost us $1,500 to truck that machine here. There's not too many options in Topol for a lowboy truck with the pilot vehicles and all that, and so they gouge you a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with the job the guys did. They've done an awesome job. They've pulled all this firewood forward for me, so there's not too much over in the gully. They've pulled it all forward, sort of stacked it up so I have to deal with it. But I think they've done a really good job. You know, nice big tidy pile there, and those logs will go out over the next few days. So I'll let you know in the next video if we made any, or how much money we made, and how close we got to break even, which wasn't very close. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll show you a bunch of the plans. We're going to get stuck into it this summer, our plans for this area. We're going to do a big planting mission. We're probably going to have to spend the money, what we're going to sell these logs for, we're going to have to spend that on plants and natives, plant that whole bank out. we got a whole lot of ideas for this space, so I'm pretty excited. We've also got a bit of a money-making side hustle going on down in the bottom paddock, so I'll share that with you after Christmas as well. So thank you for watching, see you in the next video.